Hello and welcome to Junk Journal Inspirations. My name is Emily. I just realized how close I am to the camera. Sorry about that. My hands are huge. The reason I'm so zoomed in is because I'm going to share with you how I made this little guy for my fairy journal that I'm working on. I've called it the Fantastical Fairy Forest Journal because it is going to be filled with all kinds of foresty things, but mostly fairies and gnomes and maybe some other fun things. Anyway, I have these stickers and they I believe I got them on Wish or one of those other sites a long time ago. They are actually flower fairies from the Flower Fairy books, which I am using a lot of in this journal because I have a bunch of the books. I'm not sure if I have them all, but I have a bunch. And so I am actually using pages from the books, but I had these stickers and they're tiny, you know, sort of tiny. So I just thought that they would make good little specimen slides. So I wanted to share how I am putting those together. So here's one, and it was a strawberry fairy. So I did red. So today, what I'm using, I'll show you what I'm using. I'm using these coin protector guys that I purchased at Hobby Lobby. They're not old or anything, but we're gonna make them look amazing, so it doesn't matter. So I'm using that. These are the little flowers that I'm using. They're just little satin flowers with some pearls in the middle. And I'm also going to be using Distress Oxide Spray. This time I'm using Wilted Violet. The first one was Barn Door. I'm going to be using some archival ink for the flower because it's satin. Distress ink isn't going to really work for that. I have some Nouveau crystal drops in, I don't know, does it have a color? Yeah, French lilac. So I'll be using that. I haven't actually used these before. I usually use the liquid pearls, but I wanted to try that. And I'm going to be using some Seedless Preserves Distress ink, just for something really small. This little flower, whoops, flower word label guy. And then I've got the mini mister from Ranger with some water in it. And just a paintbrush. This happens to be a Faber-Castell one, but any paintbrush will do. All right, and I'm going to use this particular sticker. Okay, so the first thing we need to do is get some color on this. So let's move everything else out of the way here for a second. So let's do that first. So super simple, super simple. I just painted with the spray. So I'm literally dipping my brush into the bottle. Okay. And I am just gonna paint it on. Super easy. The only thing is you just wanna be careful not to get it on the plastic film, and if you do, it's not the end of the world, but it's just easier if you avoid it. I'm a hot mess when I'm doing things like this, so chances are I'm gonna make a mess, but you know, I'm doing okay so far. I think it's a bit more difficult trying to film it because I can't put my head over top of it. You don't notice how many times you do that in a day until you can't do it. It's like one of those things. I'm like, wow, I must really bend over, you know, like have my head bent over things like all day long. Might explain some of my neck pain, but I hope you all are having a good day. I hope the weather is, well, I know here in Ohio, we're finally getting some fall weather, but it's still like hot, you know, in the middle of the day. Like it's so weird because it's like 50 outside right now, but it will get up to almost 90 today. So it's that time of year in Ohio where you need a coat in the morning and you could be swimming in the afternoon. All right, so there's that side. And don't worry, it's gonna look streaky, but we're gonna do something anyway, so it's not gonna matter. All right, let's get some more and do the back side. It depends on what you're gonna do with these. You don't necessarily need to paint the back side. I'm not sure how I'm gonna use them yet, so I'm just gonna go ahead and do it. So let's see what's going on here. Well, Nick was at work all last week, and then he came home for like 2 hours on Thursday and then headed up to Columbus to go to a 3-day concert thingy with his friend. So we won't see him again until next weekend. Tyler is getting ready to move to California. Oh look, see, I got emotional and then I made a mess. Yeah, it just hit me the other day how soon this is happening. He has to be out of his apartment in Florida by the 24th of October. So my parents and I are going down like the second week in October to pack up anything that he's not taking with him. Literally taking anything that he can't fit in his car, because that's how he's getting out there. All right, so there we go. Oops, missed this little spot here. So there we go, all painted up, and then we'll let that dry for a minute. Let me set this over here. Put the lid back on that so I don't spill it. Okay, so we're all painted. I'm just gonna move this out of the way and clean up my desk. So yeah, so that's what's going on here. Well, Mike had a busy week and a half because like everybody in his immediate office area had COVID all at the same time. So he was doing everybody's job for a week and a half, but a couple people have come back now, so it's getting back to normal. All right. So he's just been busy. So he's just, trying to relax now and get back to reality. All right, let's go ahead and just ink up this word while we're sitting here. Waiting for that to dry. All right, so that's finished. Whoops. And then we can ink up this flower. So last time I used like Ranger archival ink, but I'm gonna try this stuff and see how it goes. This is like a pearlescent sort of ink. And I'm just roughly inking the edges, just to take away some of that stark whiteness. So nothing too fancy. So yeah, so I'm heading back to Florida soon. I feel like I was just there, but that's okay. We won't even be gone a week, but it needs to be done. So that's what we're doing. And Mike can't take off work because we have a wedding to go to at the end of October. I'm gonna be a busy lady. Okay, so there's our flower ready to go. And then let's see if this is dry yet. Mostly. All right, so now what we do is I am going to spray the oxide with some water, so we get like a, what the oxide does, that kind of look, because oxide reacts with water. So we'll let that sort of dry a minute. If I can get in here and just dry the, nope, I'm just gonna let it sit and let it do its thing for a moment. And we can work on cutting our sticker to size. So I'm gonna use another one of my coin protectors that isn't painted right now, and determine how I'd like this to sit in here. So I think like that. It's not straight, maybe. I think we'll do it just like that. So make sure that it will, yep, I don't have to cut anything from the sides. It's perfect. I just need to cut off the bottom. And what I'm gonna do is use a pencil to mark, whoops, on the back. And then we can cut it. So I'm gonna cut inside the line. So, and then we have our little sticker ready to go. Let's see here. I need this to dry. Let me grab my heat gun, and I'll turn off the sound so you don't have to hear it, and I'll dry this off real quick. Okay, just be careful if you used your heat gun. It sort of started to shrink wrap the plastic. I didn't really think that through very well. But see, now we have sort of some marbling effects. Not, you know, it's not like blatant, but it looks cool. All right, now we're gonna go ahead and put our sticker in here. Just still have some, that's okay. All right, so now we can put our sticker in. And I'm trying to think how I did this. Oh, I know what I did. I just used the sticker. So we'll make sure that it's lined up the way I want it. Like so. Just gonna press that down a little bit. Now, if you're worried about this backside, by all means, put something there. You know, I think mine are gonna be sort of just page tabs. So I won't let the whole thing hang over the edge anyway, so I'm not terribly worried about it. I'm gonna use, if this, oh, Amy, if you're watching, my glue pin dangles keep falling apart. I know how to put them back together, but I must be abusing them, and I'm sorry. Lately, I feel like I must be just tossing them around, so I apologize. All right, I'm just gonna glue around the edges. I don't want it to put too much glue on here, and I'll actually use my finger and wipe some of it off because I don't want it, you know, sort of oozing into the plastic part. I don't want to be able to see the glue. It's basically what I'm saying. All right. And look at me. Ugh, seriously. Do what I say, or yeah, do what I say, not what I do. Practice what I preach. Oh, is that how it works? Okay. And then we will just hold that down for a second to fix my glue tangle. Sorry, Amy. I'm not trying to abuse it. It's just happening. All right, so I think we succeeded in keeping glue out of the frame. All right. Oh, I love this so much. Okay, I did go around the outside with some vintage photo on the other one, just because I like grungy, vintagey things, and when I'm using color like this, it just kind of tones it down a bit. You don't have to if you know, everybody has a different style, so that's totally fine. Just showing you how I did it. All right, and then what do we have next? The flower and the word. So the flower is gonna go here, and I just used Fabri-Tac for that. I will link all of the products that I've used in the description box if you are looking for any of them. Anything I can link, I will. Okay, hold that for a second, make sure it sticks. So what are your favorite fall activities? I love fall. Fall is my favorite time of year. My mom and I were talking about this the other day, and we were saying how, you know, fall we didn't used to like fall at all, like when we were in school, because that meant school was starting, right? Fall was probably my least favorite season when I was growing up. But now it's my favorite. All right, I'm just gonna put this kind of like here. Like that. What else? Oh, our little Nouveau Drops. So let's see how these compare. So I'm just gonna put them in the corner. Like that. Yeah, they work about the same. I think the nozzle might be a little bigger, so you get a bigger pearl. But yeah, I'm loving this so much. Oh, favorite fall activities. Drinking and eating anything pumpkin spice flavored. I'm one of those. But however, Starbucks has a new flavored coffee for the fall. It's a apple crisp macchiato or something. Oh my gosh. I don't usually order fruity flavored coffees, but this was the best thing I think I've ever had in my entire life. So now it's going to be a struggle whether I order the pumpkin spice or the apple crisp macchiato. Yeah. Anyway, that's my favorite activity, and wearing sweaters and scarves and being cozy and warm and not having the heat. Cold isn't good either, but that in between, the fall weather and the spring weather are like perfect. It's when my body is probably the least miserable. So I'm always praying for long fall season and long spring season. Okay, I'm gonna stop rambling. So there is my little fairy specimen slides using coin protectors from Hobby Lobby. All right, I hope you enjoyed this, guys. I hope that it inspired you to try something different. You know, I usually spray the distress sprays, but you can paint with it too. It's like very versatile. And I just love how these have turned out, and they're gonna look so cute in my journal. All right, I'll let you go, guys. have a good day. Have a nice, well, no, it's the weekend for me, but you're going to be seeing this on a Monday. So have a great week. I might have another video out this week. I'm not sure yet. But for now, take care of yourselves, stay safe, stay healthy, and I will talk to you in the next video. Bye.